His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman. Sir, there is one country in the world at the moment that is absolutely about reform and change, which of course is your own kingdom. How do you develop and maintain the necessary reform structures that you put in place, that Uzbekistan can look at and say, well, we see what they've done there. You might push the button, sir. Push the button. Thank you.
With your permission, Mr. President. But, Rich, it's very difficult to discipline a Bedouin.
I think I'm in trouble here.
You know, I'm here representing a leadership, a country, citizens of a country, both women and men, whom I'm so proud to say, Mr. President, to our friends here, that a good chunk of our DNA, a good chunk of our diversity are people from Uzbekistan that they've been part and parcel of our good Saudi citizens. And I have to admit it, some of them, or a good chunk of them, came just around the Bolshevik Revolution. And some of them, they came with their military fatigue, away from trying to save their dignity, saving their religion, and saving their culture from the whims of that revolution. And they became citizens of Saudi Arabia. I have to tell you that some of them were the first to create the Saudi army. So we are there grateful for that effort. You're not going to discipline me. Now, I have to say, it is amazing that we are almost have launched our Vision 2030 in almost the same timing that the President had launched his own Vision 2030. Crown Prince Mohammed, the Prime Minister, we know, Rich and you, Mr. President, what it takes to reform and how much it is painful to reform, because you are really uprooting the going concern and you are reaping in the future with all what goes with it and the whims of the uncertainty, the lack of belief, the lack of passion, the lack of even wherewithal for how to put that reform into place. But who really makes the reform are only courageous people with a straightforward leadership skills. Mr. President, coming here by the plane, I remembered a novel that was written by a novelist, a very known novel. You may have heard of him. His name is Amin Maalouf. He's a Lebanese, French Lebanese. He wrote a beautiful novel called Samarkand. And it was late in the 80s, translated in 92 in English and what have you. And he had a prelude, a quotation from a poet and an author, American author who lived or was living in Boston. And if you permit me to read that little part of that poem, and I will twist it to make it more modern, but because of one word, thee, I will put it we, or you. He said about a fellow who, the novel was called Timurland. Look around you, now in Samarkand. It is not the queen of earth. Isn't she the queen of earth? Sorry. Isn't she the queen of earth? Her bride is above all citizens. In her hand, their destinies. This what this president has done for this country. So would you please And therefore, can you permit me, Mr. President, and can I ask our friends' attendants to do the right honourable thing, which is to give you a good standing ovation with a good round of applause. Back to your question.
As you say, never try to discipline a Bedouin.
Back to your question.
I'm grateful.
I have to say,
yes.
Admittedly, I am very pleased to tell you and to tell everybody that I've seen in 1 month almost the Deputy Prime Minister. His Excellency the Energy Minister was with me the day before yesterday. And we had a team working elaborately with all the modesty in the world. When I see modest people coming around to others by saying, you have underwent a reform, and we would like to pick and learn from you the hard lessons, you can't help it but to stand admirably for how courageous they are and how modest they are, because they are true to themselves and honest. And therefore, we have created a joint team between us and Uzbekistani in the energy sector. What we will do and work laboriously over the next few months, that we will transform every bit of lesson that we have done, underwent. I can tell you reforms is tough. But let me tell you also what we have been doing with our friends here. Just a short note. So far, we are between signed, under construction, under preparation. We will be doing 11 gigawatt of renewable. We will be doing almost 4 gigawatt of batteries. Total investment is roughly around 14 billion. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year, it will be around 20 billion. What is more, it will be a lot. Why? Because this president had done and still do and will hopefully will continue under your leadership more reforms to come, more investment to come. And I wouldn't be surprised that by the end of 2030, this country, as we see it as magnificent as it is today, can you imagine what it would be in 2030? I'd love to be here around that time.